time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Hello there, I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
Here we go.
Yes, another exciting day.
I feel like every day is like such a surprise.
Our top story, though, there's the DPWH is running after the assets of those personalities linked to the flood control scandal.
Yeah.
And also, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla yesterday confirmed that there's a freeze order already for the assets of Senator Jinggoy Estrada, Senator Joel Villanueva, and Congressman Zaldico.
Yes, and his air
among
assets
others.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the air assets, they're still trying
They're
to
still
do a
working on it,
freeze.
yeah.
So that one we need to go get a confirmation on.
If I'm not mistaken, it's $5 billion
worth of
air
just
assets.
air assets.
Well, you know, aircrafts are expensive. That's why they're toys for the big
He
boys.
has like 3 helicopters and I think 2 planes, if I'm not mistaken.
Private jets.
Yeah.
Well, we'll check it out, right?
Yeah, we'll check later.
And not only that, other names. I know we've got our colleagues out in the DOJ today and in the Senate, but the DOJ is quite exciting this morning.
Yes,
you're gonna
and
be reporting
Joash
on it.
is there, Joash Malimban.
Because they finally taken over the computer, the files turned over by Bryce Hernandez, the former DPWH Assistant District Engineer. And, you know, who knows what else would be unearthed from
That's
there.
what you call a Pandora's box right there. So
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people are anxious
Did they
to see.
I was gonna ask, were they approved, Bryce and Alcantara, were they approved for the witness protection program, or that's still in the works?
We have
it's
yet
still-
to hear
yes.
No,
about
that
that.
That was the back and forth yesterday. That's why Senator Marcoleta and Senator Lacson had a back and forth with regard to that. But oh my goodness, new names also came out last night.
Tell us.
Oh, you didn't
Tell us
I
new
don't know,
names
we're
on
looking at mine, like my
control?
spilled the tea.
you know, like former officials that were involved with DPWH, the former secretary.
Oh, yes, former Secretary Mark Villar and now Senator Mark Villar. Apparently his
Allegedly,
cousin is tied to, or is the contractor that bagged so much of the projects during his time as DPWH Secretary.
And this was unearthed by our Joash Malimban, which aired yesterday, right, during Agenda.
And George is back to like unearth more today.
Yeah,
So-
Joash is our investigator.
Yes,
Galing ni Joash.
He is our sleuth.
Yeah.
Sleuth, rather.
Our sleuth.
But you know what else is exciting in the world of showbiz and sports?
Oh,
What's going
this
on?
is more exciting because for our guest today, we have the one and the only and his first TV guesting ever.
Yes, Anton San Diego, Editor-in-Chief of Tatler Philippines.
Yes, and he brought some magazines.
Yes, we're going to be talking to him about what it takes to run a magazine like Tatler, his covers, favorite memories, stories, anything that you people out there would like to learn aside from the flood control.
It's
Yeah,
going to be a
all
trip
my
down
reviews.
memory lane.
Trip down
And
memory lane.
I hope to see the very first issue.
I think we'll
Tatler
talk about it.
Philippines.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll talk
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
been there for 24 years.
Yes.
I'm so amazed.
I mean, his journey is quite amazing,
Yeah.
actually. Not a lot of people know Anton, but today, you guys will
We'll
get
get
Thanks
to
to
know
you.
him. Yes.
Thanks to us.
Thanks to-
Yeah, thanks
I
to
can't
him. It's his
wait.
story, yeah.
But
and of
also,
course,
Milan Fashion Week is happening right now, and we'll talk more about that. I don't want to divulge any more info because that's going to be our banter later.
yes.
It's going to be an exciting show. Those stories and more coming up. But first, the headlines. In today's headlines, no let-up in the DPWH's efforts to hold accountable those behind the flood control scandal. This time, it eyes the freezing of multi-billion pesos worth of assets. Vice President Sara Duterte slams the reported consular visits of the Philippine Embassy in The Hague to her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte. In Taiwan, 14 people are killed and over 100 are missing following the onslaught of Super Typhoon Ragasa. And longtime editor-in-chief of Tatler Philippines, Anton San Diego, is in the house. We'll talk to him later on the show. The Department of Public Works and Highways is moving fast to ensure all evidence against those involved in the flood control scandal will be seized by authorities. Joash Malimban is reporting to us from the Justice Department in Manila. Hi, Joash. So what is the DOJ going to do this time?
Currently we're here at the DOJ, but earlier we were at the press conference of the DPWH, and the DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon dropped major revelations during a press conference this morning. First, he announced that the DPWH will ask the AMLAC, the DOJ, and ICI to freeze nearly 5 billion pesos worth of aircraft assets linked to Ako Bicol Party List Representative Elizalde Co. According to Secretary Dizon, information from the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines showed that the assets include jets, helicopters, and other aircrafts connected to Congressman Co. In addition, the DPWH has also formally requested the freezing of vehicle assets worth 474.4 million pesos belonging to 26 individuals linked to the flood control investigations. A large portion of these vehicles are said to be owned by the Diskaya family, approximately more than 200 million pesos. On top of this, the agency issued show cause orders to 10 DPWH officials, directing them to explain their lavish lifestyles, substandard projects, and failure to cooperate with the ongoing investigation. According to Secretary Dizon, the 10 individuals have 5 days to respond before administrative charges are filed against them. Mai.
George, are there any developments on the tampered DPWH files?
As of now, CADG units were assigned at the Baguio office where the alleged tampering of DPWH files occurred. But so far, Secretary Vince Dizon refused to name the officials involved, but it is confirmed that they are personnel of the DPWH. Mai.
Right. So were they able to identify the culprits behind this?
Yes, but Secretary Dizon did not disclose the names of the culprits behind this, but they have identified the DPWH officials behind the tampering of the files. Secretary Dizon also warned other DPWH officials to stop tampering or colluding with the investigations that they are currently doing, especially with the investigations being done by the ICI, in order to prevent them from being punished as well from these flood control anomalies. Mai.
More for sure will be revealed later. Thank you for that update. Joash Malimban reporting to us from the DOJ. Testimonies at the Senate reveal staggering allegations against Congressman Zaldi Co. 2 witnesses said suitcases filled with cash totaling about 1 billion pesos were transported to his Shangri-La penthouse in Taguig. Let's now go live to Hannah T for the details. Hannah, go ahead.
Mai, that's right, 1 billion cash, over 20 suitcases delivered and loaded into 6 or 7 vans delivered straight to the penthouse of Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldi Co at Shangri-La in BGC. That's the testimony of former DPWH engineer Bryce Hernandez along with JP Mendoza at the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Hernandez said he first saw Congressman Zaldi Co at Shangri-La meeting with his former boss, former district engineer Henry Alcantara. But he said the money was not handed directly to the lawmaker. Instead, they turned it over to a man identified as Paul, an aide of Co. When pressed by Senator Erwin Tulfo, Hernandez estimated that each suitcase contained around 50 million pesos. Stacked together, more than 20 suitcases amounted to roughly 1 billion. Mendoza corroborated the account, detailing that the cash was moved straight from the basement to the elevator up to the penthouse. He added that one engineer even reached the inside of the unit itself.
Kinarga po ninyo sa penthouse.
Yung sa pinakataas po, actually yung isang kasama po namin na si Engineer Paul, nakarating po siya mismo doon sa loob ng
Penthouse.
sa taas.
So yung 20 maleta na yon ay sa penthouse ninyo i-deliver sa Shangri-La?
Yes po.
They also claim deliveries were made to cause residents at Valle Verde 6 in Pasig City. According to them, the 2 years of payments were made at Shangri-La before later moving to the Pasig property. Ko had already denied allegations made against him, saying these are false and baseless. He says he reserves his right to respond to the allegations at a proper time before the proper forum. Ko is among the 6 individuals who are set to face recommendation of charges by the NBI, including malversation of public funds and indirect bribery. Back to you, Mai.
All right, I had a quick question. What has been discussed so far as to Zaldi Ko's whereabouts?
Mai, so far we have no information about his whereabouts, but we've received a quick or a short info that he may not be in New York or within what was supposed to be the location in the US, at wala pang exact location kung saan nga ba siya pumunta, but still meron siyang 10 days mula doon sa naging announcement ni House Speaker Bogie D na kailangan niyang bumalik sa Pilipinas para harapin nga itong allegations on the anomalies on flood control projects. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hanati, live from the Senate. Former Bulacan Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez set to turn over to the DOJ today a computer that contains damning evidence in the flood control scandal. On Bilyonaryo News Channel's On Point, his lawyer, attorney Raymond Fortun, says the device holds the details of all projects in Bulacan District 1. The files include the amounts of the projects and their proponents in Congress. Fortun says it will reveal more politicians who allegedly received kickbacks from anomalous projects.
According to Bryce, and also now confirmed by Henry Alcantara, the information was supplied by Yusek Bernardo.
Okay.
Yusek Bernardo would be the one to say, oh, ito project, ito ni XXX.
So and so. All right.
And it is given to, and that information is given to D. Alcantara. D. Alcantara will also need to inform Bryce Hernandez and JP Mendoza over here, as to who is the one who has an interest in this particular project. Why is that important? Because later on, as it unfolds, it is the role of Bryce and JP to talk to the contractors and tell them how much they are supposed to collect for purposes of complying with the obligation of the proponent.
Over 18 billion pesos worth of contracts were bagged by companies connected to former DPWH Secretary and now Senator Mark Villar. In a BNC exclusive, I&E Construction Corporation, owned by a cousin of the senator, turned out to be one of the top public works contractors in Las Piñas City from 2016 to 2025. I&E bagged over 4 billion pesos worth of contracts in the NCR and 4.6 billion pesos worth of contracts in Calabarzon. Based on the documents gathered by BNC, the company was transferred to a certain Carlo Aguilar last year. Las Piñas City Representative Mark Santos says the Elegance, Aguilars, and the Villars are closely related to each other.
I think it's well known naman dito sa Las Piñas na matagal na nilang kakilala yung mga ilagan at maraming kontratang nakuha dito sa Las Piñas, especially during the time ni Senator Mark Villar when he was the DPWH secretary during that time.
Apart from I&E Construction, Santos says there is another company related to the Villars who got hundreds of millions of DPWH contracts. Vice President Sara Duterte condemns what she calls the sham welfare checks on her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, by the Philippine Embassy in The Hague. In a statement, the Vice President said the officials interviewed the former president, which clearly abused the rule of the detention unit concerning consular visits. She explained that no permission was sought from family members who are in The Hague, placing her father's life and safety in imminent danger. She also hit the Marcos government for failing to provide welfare checks on OFWs around the world. Cavite 4th District Representative Kiko Barzaga is calling for House Speaker Boji D to resign. The Gen Z lawmaker says D is no different from his predecessor, late Representative Martin Romualdez. Barzaga called out D for his silence on issues that Romualdez faced as House Speaker, including the ongoing flood control scandal.
When the flood control issue erupted, Speaker Boji D, who was Deputy Speaker during the time, must have been very silent about all the criticisms involving Romualdez and San Diego. So there's a very big possibility that he will also be involved that he's also involved in the issues involving the previous, not in the previous budget, but in the issues involving the protection of cell phones and bodies.
Barzaga also filed an ethics complaint against Congressman Ronaldo Puno after the Antipolo 1st District Representative questioned his mental health.
Mental health is a very, especially considering calling someone unwell, mental health is a very sensitive topic, and it's also one that one cannot speak on without the necessary professional ability to discern a person.
A check on the weather. Signal number 1 is hoisted over Samar as Tropical Storm Opong further intensifies while moving west-northwest or southwest. Pag-asa says the storm will continue to intensify while over the Philippine Sea and may reach typhoon category before making landfall over the Bicol region by Friday afternoon. It may exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Saturday evening or Sunday morning. The public is advised to monitor updates and follow instructions from the local government. In Taiwan, 14 people are dead and more than 100 remain missing in the Hualien County due to super typhoon Ragasa, known here as Nando. Relentless rains caused the lake to burst its barrier and sent a wall of water crashing into the township of Guangfu. Homes were buried in mud and rocks, leaving thousands stranded or forced to flee to higher ground. Rescue teams have been deployed as officials warn the search is still urgent. Still on the super typhoon, Hong Kong is in lockdown as Ragasa lashes the city with hurricane-force winds and pounding rain. Roads are empty, businesses shut, and residents have rushed to stock up on supplies as the territory raised its highest storm signal. Winds of up to 200 kilometers per hour are slamming the coast, driving massive waves over seawalls and flooding streets. Authorities warn sea levels could match those seen during past deadly storms, Mangkhut and Hato. Shelters have opened across the city, while nearly 800 people in Guangdong, China's most populous province, have already been evacuated.
Filipina tennis star Alex Ayala is back in winning form at the Jingshan Open in China. Ayala takes down Alyona Fale of Belarus Tuesday to advance to the round of 16. The tournament's top seed faces Japan's Mei Yamaguchi next, who beat Hong Kong's Cody Wong in her own first-round matchup. Their showdown is set for tomorrow, September 25. Gucci hosted an A-list packed exclusive event in time for Milan Fashion Week. The night featured an exclusive screening of The Tiger, a short film by Spike Jonze and Helena Rain. A star-studded audience was in attendance, including Hollywood A-listers Demi Moore, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Edward Norton. But BTS star Jin drew the biggest cheers, who stopped to pose for photos and waves to fans. The event came a day after Gucci revealed the first styles by its new creative director, Demna, formerly of Balenciaga. In Iran, Tehran's bustling bazaars are now bursting with colorful Labubu dolls, proving that global trends can slip past even the strictest religious and social boundaries of the Islamic Republic. Iranian media reports that over 1 million of the quirky collectibles flew off shelves in just a few months, raking in a staggering $7.2 million. Behind the frenzy, the addictive thrill of blind unboxing, like what Forrest Gump used to say, you never know what you're gonna get. Who knew a little mystery and cuteness could shake up the market so much? Move over, bazaars, Labubu's here to stay. I was gonna do my Forrest Gump impression, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna get canceled.
Wait a minute, did you see, is it Demi or Demi?
Demi Moore?
I
Demi.
I think it's Demi.
I say it's Demi,
Moore.
but I always say Demi Moore. Sorry, it's.
Okay,
Sorry, guys.
Doesn't matter.
Tomato.
She looks amazing. She looks amazing.
She always
and
looks great.
Yes.
She's almost 60, right?
She's over 60.
She's
Over
beautiful.
60.
What
Wow.
is she be over 60? But wow, Iran.
Let me Google how
Welcome
old
to the
Demi Moore is.
Labubu world. And
Yeah, the Labubu. Thank God, I'm not the target market. I was never
You
into
didn't get
those
into the
She's
things.
Labubu?
62 years old.
I don't get the Labubu craze.
62
I
years
Googled,
old.
she's
But
62.
you know, what's your best impression of Tom Hanks?
I'm not doing it because I'm gonna get canceled.
Why?
Why?
You already canceled me for Demi Moore's.
I didn't cancel you. I was
I was
asking
like,
her.
I'm just not gonna say it. I'm just gonna be quiet today.
I'm
No,
asking
Tom
her.
Hanks impression.
Forrest
on
Gump.
What
Yes,
movie? The
Forrest
best
Gump,
movie?
yeah.
Oh, Forrest
Can you do it,
Gump.
Ferds?
Gump, shrimp,
Shrimp gumbo.
shrimp gumbo, shrimp,
Fried
ceviche,
shrimp.
I think
fried
it's
shrimp.
like life is like a box of chocolate.
Never
It's
know.
like the front
Yes.
control. You never know what you're gonna get, right?
Right. So now, from society pages to global soirées, Anton San Diego has seen it all. Today we dive into the world of media, luxury, and lifestyle with the man behind Tatler Philippines. Stay with us. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Brave to deliver.
Okay, nandito rin po tayo pareho noong 1986. May makukulong at may mananagot.
We will make sure of it.
Bold to speak.
Hinahamon ka namin, Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, ipakulong mo lahat ng magnanakaw.
Gusto po nating mangyari ang ipahayag ang galit ng taong bayan.
Dapat may managot, dapat may makulong.
Kabataan, sila ang nagdadala talaga ng mga protesta laban sa korupsyon.
Kasuhan, ikulong, at baguhin yung sistema.
Hindi na natin to pwedeng palagpasin.
Believing a more beautiful season is ahead for this nation. This is your Bilyonaryo News Channel.
The scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth view, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. I'm Anton Rojas.
The Scorecard, Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top.
Interact with us with your live comments on online platforms. Together with your hosts, Paula Del Rosario.
Check animation!
I always get so stressed when there's a poll.
And Ann Asis Carillo.
It's time for the ultimate crossover to brighten up your day.
Get the right mix of news and conversations simulcast on Bello 94.7 Best Friend Mo. Only here on Beautiful Day. The Bilyonaryo News Channel. Always on top.
Nanindigan ang Department of National Defense at Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Pinangalanan na ang 2 sa 3 uupok sa Independent Commission.
Ang mga korap na opisyal dapat patawan ng parusang kamatayan.
Angel Aquino at Jody Santa Maria nagsalita mismo sa stage para iparinig ang kanilang mga panawagan.
Magandang gabi, ako si George Cahiles.
Ako naman si Ann Asis Carillo.
Agenda Weekend.
Alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi.
Ferdi steps out of the studio to meet people behind the business, not for an interview, but for a conversation.
I've known you for a long time. Do you remember how we met?
Nako, it was like what, 30 years ago?
When we were 10 years old. Because we're 35 now. I'm sure alcohol was involved. And we meet two men connected by family, faith, and a passion to produce great things. How is it like being a father-son tandem?
Sometimes it's confusing.
You're not only family members, you're also business partners.
Paborito ko raw siya.
Is he?
Paborito ko.
Is he? Direct Ben and his son, Benedict Yalom. Okay, excuse me. This is one of the first for Unscripted. Please don't judge me. Just pray for me.
Because the most interesting conversations happen off script. Ferdi goes unscripted. Soon on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. Joining us today is someone who's been at the heart of Philippine lifestyle media for decades.
As the longtime editor-in-chief of Tatler Philippines, he has profiled the country's most influential personalities and continuously elevated conversations around culture, taste, and influence. Please welcome Anton San Diego.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, finally.
We are so excited. By the way, I was looking at my stuff. I look like Inspector Gadget. But since you're here, I'm very happy because now people can actually find out more about the myth.
I love the part you said that long time.
That is amazing, though.
It's been a
That
long
is
time.
no small
24
feat.
years.
24 years in the industry as
know.
editor-in-chief
What
of
a-
Tatler.
What a journey.
Yeah, but you know, let's go start with that.
Okay.
Did you ever think that you'd be in publication?
No, but I've always loved magazines. Even as a child, I used to collect, like my room was filled with GQ magazines, Vogue magazines.
Yes.
And I know there was always that draw towards magazines, even as a teenager. I don't know. It was like the creativity, the fashion, the glossiness of everything, and of course the beauty, beautiful people on the magazine. So
Yeah, but before that, what were you doing? Before being in the helm of Tatler?
Where do you go from before? Is it like
Two
after
careers,
high school?
2 careers, yeah.
Okay, high school. So after high school, I actually was an editorial assistant
Oh, okay, for.
of Lisa Nakpil
Wow.
in a magazine called K. The publisher then was Philip de Belen, Janice's father.
Yes.
So we only had 6 issues actually, but then it was like my opening of
Your
my
entry into that
into the
world,
whole world
yes.
of magazines.
I understand you also worked for a Giorgio Armani.
Emporio Armani.
Emporio Armani.
So back
yes.
in '97, there was a Emporio Armani, Prada, and DKNY.
Yes.
And actually before that, I was working for Joyce Boutiques in Hong Kong.
Yes.
And then when they opened here, or actually it was already open, they asked me to be the store manager and the men's buyer as well.
How chic.
Oh, nice.
I remember actually seeing him in Emporio. I was like, that's Anton, what's happening here? But, you know, that's how you connected yourself to the global society web.
High society,
High
yes.
society,
I've
which
always been intrigued
Yes.
because I'm not part of that world, and you have been thrust into it, or you have been part of it from the very beginning.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Somewhat, yeah.
yeah, what are the common misconceptions about the high society?
What are misconceptions? I think it's all about luxury and a lot of fluff and all these things. But I think we have to see the world as it's multifaceted. It's just one part of everything. Like there's culture, there's business, there's entertainment, and it's one part. So it makes it an exciting world we live in. You know?
But you know what? It's funny that you said that because there is a lot of fluff around it. I mean, let's just, since we're here for lunch, let's just take the humble munggo. You can eat it any which way you want. But if you want to elevate it, you know what I mean, this panache to it, then it becomes luxury. It becomes mongo, right? So I think that's the misconception of society and luxury around the Philippines, right? But of course, other things.
And luxury has become such a bad word lately. Because it was happening.
Because of all the lavish spending we've seen from the
and
corruption.
it's sad. I was actually in the rally last Sunday, which was actually quite good to see what's happening there.
You see, he was at the rally, folks. You know?
I mean, yeah.
That's so cool. You're exercising your right as a Filipino to be at the rally.
We've seen quite a mix of people in that rally,
yeah.
Sunday's March 21.
It's actually quite nice to be part of it. Yeah.
You know what, Mai? I distinctly remember Anton's first cover,
Yes, let's talk about the first cover.
Yeah.
which was groundbreaking. You're the only one that's ever done this in the history of the Philippines, and up to now, they still haven't been able to do it.
Yeah.
You put all the first daughters,
No, except for one.
except for what?
Yeah.
Most then.
Yes.
So you put all the most of the first daughters in one cover of what was it? Senator Amy Marcos,
Jackie Ejercito.
Jackie Ejercito,
The late Joe Ramos.
Joe Ramos.
And Luli Arroyo.
Luli-
Chris Aquino wasn't part of it.
Yes, but
She didn't want to be part of it.
but how did you put the four in one cover?
I know it was an interesting time because that was a time when actually Arap was Estrada, President Estrada was ousted, and GMA just came in, and it was such a graciousness for Jackie to be part of it.
Yes.
I mean, we were so grateful that she was going to, she joined because it was a very touchy subject for her as
Yeah,
well.
but
right?
then she looked past, the
she-
political lines.
She inherited. I mean, she is the first daughter, so I'm glad that she was there.
Yes, and then his first anniversary, he's the only one to put a president in the cover of a society magazine with GMA.
Yeah.
In
In
sunglasses.
sunglasses.
I know,
yeah.
that was funny because I think Men in Black was huge then. And we just wanted actually the secretaries to have wearing the glasses. And then when we were about to shoot, she said, "Where are my glasses?"
Oh, she wanted
So
to
we're
be
like,
part of it.
You sure? And she said, yes. So we just gave it and it became history.
So
It
that was
her story.
accidental?
It's accidental.
Oh my gosh.
Purely accidental.
So it's nice she was game to do it.
Yeah.
But how do you aggregate your covers? What's the process behind it?
I think we have a theme every month.
Okay.
I think that, it revolves around the theme, and we create. I think the best part about doing a magazine is being able to be creative and putting that all together. Of course, I have a fantastic team behind us and a fantastic publisher who, make sure we are in budget and we're doing what we're
Shout
supposed
out to Irene. Yeah.
We're doing the right thing, and and we meet monthly and we brainstorm, and I think also it's very important that it's relevant and it's timely and it's inspiring. I think we've already crossed the threshold of being just a society magazine to something that's more. We would like to be. The people that we have on the cover are more inspiring. They have a voice. They have a story. There's something there. There's depth. I think that's so important, and I think that's where also magazines are leading to, because we were talking earlier about the changes that's happening to magazines. I think it's important to know that the magazines that are staying that are still here are relevant are those with depth.
Yeah.
It has a voice. It may not have the biggest audience, as we know, because things are changing, but it is where people know that has integrity.
So it doesn't need to be a celebrity, but somebody who has a story to tell, or perhaps an advocacy and a voice that's relevant.
So this year we
today.
had Senator Ontiveros. I think she's one of the women that I think is very inspiring, and she's of course that voice. One of the people that I love, of course, is our August issues, Lea Salonga.
Lea Salonga,
Yeah.
you love her.
She's
yeah.
our national treasure. I mean, I love her.
She
We shot
is.
that in
She
New
is.
York, and
That's not her only cover with
no,
Tatler.
she's come out so many times. I mean, I just love her so much.
Yes,
she's
yes.
like amazing.
I'm curious, being editor-in-chief, do you ever obsess over an issue or a cover?
Yes, my next
Yes.
issue is gonna be my most favorite. I can't say who it is, but who's gonna be on the cover. But it's the person is my absolute
Look at the twinkle in your eyes.
yeah, my favorite,
you're
favorite,
busting
favorite.
out,
Yeah, it's my favorite. I swear.
What about the jostling for a spot in Tatler
Yes.
Philippines? Yes. How does that work? Has somebody ever, lobbied to be there?
I'll back you up with this question,
Yes,
Mai,
go,
because
go.
of course, if you come out of Tatler, not even the cover, just to be featured in the pages, you're like, I made it.
Exactly.
No, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Come on, Anton.
Yeah. So what goes on behind the scenes?
I've made it to Tatler, so therefore, I am society. What are the funny stories of individuals? I think that's what you're going for,
yeah,
right?
that's it.
what are the funny stories of individuals that go up to you and say, "Hello, Sir Anton. When's my turn?"
I
Like
think,
that.
you know,
Dropping
I think
hints,
especially
diba?
when people see me in public, like I think sometimes they feel like, oh, he's so masungit, or he's not gonna talk to me, or
Yeah.
all these. I'm really shy.
Yes.
It took me forever to come on this show.
Yes.
Like, Ferdi. So I don't really like being out there so much. But then, of course, the role puts you out there, and I guess you have to be. You try to be kind. I try to be smiling a lot, or trying
That's
to.
all you smile. Somebody said, "Can I be in the magazine?"
I just smile. I guess
Read behind the smile.
Yeah. But then also, somebody who finally lands in the cover or somebody is featured. Was there ever an incident where they demand something, like being photoshopped, for example?
Oh my goodness, yes. I remember that. There was like some.
You don't have to name names.
Yeah, definitely won't name any. But there's some people who are like, oh no, you have to send me the photos because I'm going to Photoshop it. And I'm like, what?
They would Photoshop it themselves.
They will do it themselves, just to make sure.
Don't worry, Anton. When you finally put me in the cover of Tatler, I will not ask you to Photoshop me.
Okay, as is.
I'll go nude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
because
Perfect.
but you employ the best photographers also. I'm sure it's going to turn out great.
Yeah, but look, come on. Look at this cover of Asia's Most Stylish, okay?
Yeah.
This is Atasha.
Atasha.
And look, you don't need to Photoshop.
Shit, amazing. This is youth in display,
Right? I mean, that's
Amazing.
why as long as you're interesting enough, as long as you're substantial enough, you will be a subject for Tatler.
Yeah, and actually she was our cover for when she was the Balde Debutante.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Balde Debutants, and which is you're very active in yearly. And okay, so I just want to point out, you don't have to be uberly wealthy to make a difference in the world. This is Lolo Dubs, right?
Lolo Drip.
Lolo Drip. So Lolo Drip is actually how old is he?
He's like 78, 73.
Yeah, what's his story, Anton?
Well, we saw his Instagram and we saw how cool he was.
Yeah.
And wearing all these like streetwear. And I said, and then he had a lot of followers actually. And actually, I don't know, my team said, look at this guy and he's so cool. And I looked at him and
It is cool. A
it's
Lolo
amazing.
fashionista.
Lolo Fashionista.
Wow.
I actually met him at Anton's cover launch, and I was like, well, hello, sir. I got starstruck because this guy is super cool. And you know what? He comes from pretty humble beginnings.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Anton, with that being said, it really is a spectrum of ideas and substantialities when you come up with a magazine. But enough of the magazine. Let's talk about you. You are just a tad talking about this. I'm celebrating you, okay? Because you had an unfortunate situation 10 years ago, and you survived.
Yeah.
So tell me that journey from 10 years
this
ago.
year commemorates our 10th anniversary of the helicopter crash, which had unfortunately 2 people perished in that accident. I mean that is such an eye opener.
Yes.
It leaves an indelible mark, and I guess I'm forever changed by what happened. And of course, sometimes the 10 years you forget. Sometimes it's like you take things for granted. But I think the takeaway there is that you have to don't take things for granted.
Yes.
And life really is fleeting, because I was just sharing with Claire earlier about how from where we were in Palawan to Manila was a 20-minute helicopter ride, and how a lot of things can happen in 20 minutes.
Yes.
So we crashed, we hit a tree, and the rest is, what happened.
But
we landed in a mountain.
Yes, but what people don't know about this experience of yours is that you actually came out more spiritual.
I was telling you also earlier, it's like my road to Damascus. It's like you get blinded, and then now you see. It's like the things I've been doing before that were so trivial, and so now you really want to make sure that you're you're kinder. You try to be kinder. I don't think I mean, I'm more spiritual, more Christian. I don't think I'm the best representation of being a Christian.
Oh my gosh.
But I think I try to do my best.
And you treat for sure like every day is a gift.
It's a
and
gift,
you said
definitely.
before
Yeah.
this is your second life.
Yeah, definitely.
And Anton, it actually transcends.
Really?
Actually, yeah, I know it comes out of you. Well, you know,
We see it in your aura.
Yeah. Really? Thank
totally.
you.
Not, well, you know, she said it. This is the first time you met, but
Yeah.
she said it, and it really comes out of your pores. Which and
nice.
you don't
Thank
have
you
any
so
pores,
much.
but you know that's amazing. But you know, before that, we're gonna take a quick break,
Okay.
and Anton San Diego will be back here with us on the Daily Dish.
Guess what party we're at today? Bags, watches, cameras, good food, basically everything but a birthday cake. Luxury, as it turns out, isn't really about the things we carry. It's about holding on to history, craft, and stories that last longer than a candle on a cake. Delicious. So let's unwrap some very, very expensive presents today.
So please welcome to Sessions, the one and only Mr. Acoustic.
Oh, does the moonlight shine on Paris? Di ba karamihan ng mga songwriters naghahanap ng inspirasyon yan?
Yan.
Walang kamalay-malay na naisulat ko yung kanta tapos gawa na.
Nandyan na, oo.
Hindi pala ako ganun. I work best under pressure.
Simulcast in Mellow 94.7. Best Friend Mo.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Our guest today, Tatler Philippines Editor-in-Chief Anton San Diego. Now, Anton, let's have a bit of fun. We're calling this segment Turning Pages.
Wow, can we be your editors? Turning pages.
Turning
I like.
Pages. We'll flash the covers of Tatler Philippines from this year, January to September, and you will tell us the story behind this, the concept, and what's so interesting and what's your favorite about each one.
Okay.
Okay, so first one.
Oh,
Alex.
It's amazing. I mean, Mark Nigdal photographed this photo, and I wanted a bright, to greet the new year in bright colors, and she's amazing.
She's
she looks
resplendent
great,
in this.
and I feel like it jumpstart the year for her as well. It was a good cover, a great
She's
cover.
so down to earth.
She's amazing. She's so beautiful.
Yeah, and
I
look at
love
the
her.
shoes.
And the shoes.
She's
Exactly.
wearing sneakers.
Yeah.
All right, next cover, please.
Hi, Margarita. I miss her so much. I mean, when we shot this, it was so many things happening in the background, but actually she never got to see the cover. I mean, the magazine, because she passed away in Hong Kong, and the magazine just came out, So yeah, I miss her so much. She has left such an indelible mark in our society, So.
And
Love
so
you,
great
Margarita.
to see. Great to see mother and son there.
Yeah, and Amado's, I think, he's taking over, and I think he's doing a great job. So.
You just got me really emo about Margarita.
Yeah.
I miss.
We all miss her.
Next cover, please.
Of course, she's such an inspiration.
This is fun. Was she fiery during the shoot?
No, she was quite fun. This was also shot by Mark Nidal. Actually, Margarita and Amado was also shot by Mark Nidal. And this was shot in Shangri-La, actually. And we created a whole set design for her, where it was all books and stuff. So.
I've never seen her in this kind of image.
A different look for her.
Very different, no?
Yeah.
Very different. Very
glam and corporate.
Yeah, but there's a different confidence about her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yes, I mean, it doesn't look like she's a senator here. She looks like she's a CEO.
CEO.
Yes, next cover. One. What's this one?
This is Deva Cassel, and she's the daughter, actually, of Vincent Cassel, who's a French actor, legendary actor, and Monica Bellucci. So she's beautiful. This was shot in Paris.
She's Monica Bellucci's daughter?
Yes, yeah, she's gorgeous. She actually starred in a film on Netflix as well. And Yeah.
And they get Audrey Hepburn vibes from this cover.
But look at the jewels.
It's Cartier, I think.
I love it. Tell me about this. You guys also have, a lot of collaborations with different global brands.
Yes.
How does that help out, with the look of the cover, with the styling?
Yes. So like this one was actually an Asia Tatler cover. So all the editions of Tatler had her on the cover. So now we have 9 editions, and I think Vietnam and Kazakhstan actually is the new addition to the family.
Wow, Kazakhstan! Can you
know.
imagine? I can be a cover of Tatler Kazakhstan. I think I have a better chance there than here. Next cover.
Oh, this was shot by BJ Pascual. I think they were like the hottest it couple.
Yes,
and I
Janine
mean,
and Echo.
I know, they both look amazing.
You like to put Filipino celebrities once in a while on the cover. What's the theory behind that? What's the philosophy?
I think, well, first and foremost, I think, like, again, the game has changed. It's the eyes. You look at how many eyes are looking at the magazine, the digital hits and all these things. So, and we can't we can't say bypass it that entertainers or actors are the ones with the most people
and they're a hot couple and
but
showbiz.
I don't know if previously you had Jericho and his former partner
I don't
on
think
the cover.
so. I
You didn't
had
have.
actually Kim Jones
or maybe
with
solo.
Liz Uy and Hart in one cover.
In one cover.
That was like 5 years ago. I think.
Okay. What's our next?
Oh, Vice Ganda.
Okay, this one. Controversial.
It was controversial. Actually, this is our Pride issue.
Okay.
So, and this funny story because it's like a lot of people are kind of like, what happened? Anyway, I felt that, and especially after the rally, I mean, my goodness.
Wow.
What a voice, and
You can't discount Vice.
It was a little bit out there, but I think the message came across, I mean, in the anger and the
But what was
power.
And a lot of people are applauding her because she's using her voice
exactly
for this cause,
exactly.
the fight against
But
corruption.
why were your readers surprised? So why were the people around in the know surprised with this cover?
Actually, when I even asked Vice to come out, and she said, "Are you sure?" She was also quite a little bit like, "Bagay ba ako sa Tatler," and all these things. And this is also the way we're also changing the feel and look of the magazine, where it's not just like you were saying earlier, it's society and stuff. And we're putting people on the cover who are inspiring, who has a voice, who are relevant, who are change makers. So it's important.
A lot of people find her inspiring.
Yeah.
But who came up with this concept?
We had a fantastic team. Well, she had a glam team and style team. Stylists and all these things who came up with they had all that. So I can't take any
credit for that. All right, next.
Solenn. I love Solenn.
You've had her.
I've had her like 2 or 3 times in the past. I think the last time she came out was, and she was just turning 40.
Yeah.
So this is saying that at 40 you think that the 40 now is like the new 20 or something, and she can still look amazing.
I love
beautiful.
it. I'm the new 15.
And she always pushes the envelope.
Yes.
Like, not just sexy and edgy, but also like it feels empowered.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you had her on, I remember, because of her art.
Yes.
See, I remember a
Wow,
lot.
thank you so much, Ferdi.
I'm a fan, babe.
Thank you.
Next cover, please.
This is where
The Lea
Lea Salonga. Okay, you've had her several times. I've heard her. She's performed for the ball twice. Was it?
Just once.
Just once, and that was like wow.
Amazing.
Nobody stood up to dance.
I told Leia this, and it's funny. Like I watch her YouTube show, her singing, and the Miss Saigon audition.
Yes.
All the time.
Wow.
Because I'm like so mesmerized with her. I am so proud of her and her accomplishments and how she's taken the music scene, the entertainment scene, culture scene, and how she represents our country.
You know what? A lot of people don't know, Mai, that Anton loves music, loves musical and sports.
Yeah.
So where did that come from? It's inherent. I mean, do your family members?
No one.
Nobody.
No, I love to sing, but of course, I guess if I wasn't doing this, I would two things.
Yes, you can sing.
I would love to be a tennis player or singer.
Don't give Anton a mic.
Yes.
He doesn't mind karaoke.
I wonder if the stage ever called to you. Like
no,
theater.
I'm too shy for that. But I guess once you have a microphone in front of you and you kind of like want to just sing out and belt out.
You sing in parties.
Yeah. So you have to push me like a lot. I don't like to drink songs.
He's a karaoke slayer. What about a sample? What's your favorite song? Anton San Diego, this is your first TV. Let's have it.
Moving on to the next September issue.
Come on, they're cheering you on.
This is Joanne Bitangco. We've had her on the show. In fact, I wore this piece of her in a different color.
Wow,
on the show.
This is a beautiful piece that
you
she
wore
made.
the green
I wore
tassel.
the green. Yeah.
Actually, I saw one of this in the New York Fashion Week. She was,
And okay, how do you figure the best dress for the year or the most stylish for the year?
We come up with, of course, it's a team effort as well. And we banter, we give out names, and then we put it down, to 10 or 11, because we had a power couple here this month. It was Ruru and
Madrid,
Bianca Manalo.
Yes.
Bianca Manalo?
No, not Bianca Manalo. That's another one. But power couple with Ruru.
Umali.
Bianca
Bianca Manalo.
Now time
I know Bianca
for
Manalo.
the fun part, rapid fire.
Yes,
Your favorite.
Anton does not know about this. We're gonna do rapid fire. Anton, you start.
First thing you do in the morning.
Open my phone.
Okay.
This is the worst thing to do, but
Guilty.
I open my phone.
Yes. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite city in the world.
Ooh. New York and Florence.
Okay. A country you've never been to but want to visit.
Oh, I'm going there this October, which I'm so excited, is Argentina.
Wow.
Argentina.
You've been?
Let's talk later.
Okay.
Next, one item you always carry.
Besides my phone, lip balm.
Okay.
We all need it.
One person, living or dead, you'd love to interview.
Oh, my next cover.
Okay.
Coming up,
Okay,
an October issue.
We can't say.
It's a surprise.
We can't say. All right.
Biggest pet peeve.
Ooh. Tardiness.
Tardiness.
Yeah.
Oh, print or digital?
Print always.
Okay.
Of course, print. Favorite magazine growing up.
Ooh, Vanity Fair.
Oh,
Love.
nice. Style icon for you.
For men, I think it's George Clooney. And for women, I like. I think I'll just go out with the obvious and say Audrey Hepburn's look.
I thought you were going to say Bonet. Okay.
Next, favorite Filipino designer.
Thank God I'm not asking you this question.
This is hard.
There's so many.
Yeah, thank God I didn't ask her.
I actually like currently, or not currently, but I've always liked him. I like Gary Santiago and the late Joe Salazar.
Of course. One thing people don't know about you.
Ooh. I'm a homebody.
That's true with his doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? One thing that people don't know about Anton is he's always got impeccable fingernails.
Oh, really? I just cut them last night.
Always clean, I swear. Like he doesn't done a day of work in his life.
So introvert?
Yeah.
The introvert. Okay.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure.
Oh, the Real Housewives TV show.
Really?
You should have said that one thing people don't know about you.
I love
the Real Housewives.
that whole series. I mean, it's just.
So you're all caught up. They have like how many
watch
seasons?
all of the, well, I watched now I'm watching Real Housewives of Miami. And they just finished, and Utah just started. Salt Lake.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love Utah, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
also,
a lot.
you know,
it's so like you don't have to think. You're just like playing it, and then you just like to hear them.
Banter.
Quarreling and shouting at each other.
That's a lot to digest, though. So many, diba? From Miami to
And there's another
Beverly
one.
Hills.
Yeah, there's another one. He loves White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love White Lotus.
See?
Yes.
And
All right.
Gilded Age.
Huh?
Gilded Age.
I love the
Gilded Age.
Yeah, of course. That's the world that Anton and I were.
Obsessed with Gilded Age.
We were born in that world, but guess what? We're not that age. Okay, the book on your nightstand right now.
Oh, it's the book of Graydon Carter, who was the editor of Vanity Fair. I'm starting to finish it. It's I forget the title. It's right next to me, but it's a really good book.
All right.
Last two questions. If you had ₱1 billion right now,
Oh my
where
goodness.
or how would you spend it?
I think at this time in our lives, I think I would give it away to give it all to the Filipino people. I mean, this is like a wish. I was watching the hearings yesterday, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, if these people just gave 100,000 pesos or ₱1 million each to the 110 million Filipinos, I mean, everybody would be in a better
That is true.
state.
Yes,
you know?
those
So,
really need it most.
Yeah.
That's why. Listen up, people. Okay, last question. If you had to serve a daily dish, what would it be?
You mean food?
Food.
Ah, I love sinigang.
What kind?
Sinigang.
Sinigang na... Okay, two. Salmon belly and bangus.
Bangus?
Yeah.
Okay, I will eat.
I think
I will
that's the
eat
second
it.
time you've had that answer.
Sinigang. I love
remember?
Sinigang is the best.
comfort food.
Yeah.
You know
Some
that-
miso.
Yes,
Yeah, I like
miso.
miso.
Specific. All right.
Thank you so much,
Wow,
Anton
thank you
San
so
Diego.
much.
That was
Oh my goodness.
beautiful. It was painless.
I know. Thank you so much for
We're
making
taking
me
care of you. More stories coming up. The Daily Dish will be right back. Thank you, Anton.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
In a fast-changing digital world, relevant news plus the latest information still matter. And you found your new go-to source for the morning essentials, plus the midday information, plus the prime time news. Bilyonaryo News Channel is now the most viewed news channel on Samsung TV Plus. Thank you for keeping us on top. This is where the country's toughest issues meet its sharpest legal minds.
Criminalize natin yan sapagkat may halaga sila sa ating sosyedad.
The standard is also a bit different. The burden of proof.
House of that vote, then the Supreme Court is correct.
Join Attorney Mike Toledo and Attorney Karen Jimeno on
Abogado. Thursday.
8 p.m. only on
Bilyonaryo News Channel.
in the ultimate battle of knowledge and wit. One name made history.
Ian, you are the grand champion of Bilyonaryo Quiz B.
Congratulations, Ian Kurt Landicho from UP Los Baños for being the very first Quiz B Millionario. With his sharp mind, quick answers, and unshakable focus, Ian proved he has what it takes to claim the crown.
Story Scissors, yes. J is correct, yes.
Bilyonaryo. And this is just the beginning.
Bilyonaryo Quiz B College Edition will be back, bigger and bolder. We'll see you in Season 2 of the Bilyonaryo Quiz B.
Hello, hello, welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. Now, after days of silence, voice actor and content creator Inka Magnaye is speaking out, defending her boyfriend who works as a civil engineer at the DPWH. She laments what she calls a digital witch hunt triggered by an anonymous post that rapidly spread online. She says she's long been vocal about the flood control corruption mess, and she also shares facts from credible sources. Inka stressed that not all public servants are corrupt, and many within the agency are committed to honestly serve the public.
And as much as I'm really proud of him, I just never really mentioned anything about his work because he's a private person and I respect that. Also, I became even more protective of him because I know that there's so many people out there who won't even care that he's good at his job and that he works clean. Look, we understand the anger of the people because it is our anger too.
And before we go, she calls her community protons because they're all about positive energy. Tomorrow, meet life coach Kimi Lu as she talks about her mission to empower people and to celebrate life and find confidence from within. Right here on The Daily Dish. Looking forward to that.
Yes, Kimi Lu is amazing. All right, folks. How many more days do we have till Christmas?
Countdown!
Boom!
92
days till Christmas, and it's still giving me anxiety.
Don't worry, you're gonna travel and shop for us.
Yeah,
Yes,
but tomorrow,
guys, our dear Ferdi, we're gonna miss you so much.
you're not gonna miss me because you're gonna have Child de Rosario
Yes!
sitting in for
She's
me
gonna be here
for
for
a
a
whole
week.
Yeah,
week.
so
It's gonna be a lot of fun
It's gonna be
with
some
her.
girl power show.
Girl
Well, it's already
power
girl
show.
power now, but extra girl power.
That's it for us today, Wednesday, September 24. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With zero filter, I'm Monique Tuzon. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's a Daily Dish served. Thank you for watching.